Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
That's what I'm talking about. It is Tuesday, and all of our guests today, including Ross Tucker, standing by, brought to you by our friends at the Waddling Dog on Vancouver Island. Before we get to Ross Tucker, well, actually, we're going to hear from Ross Tucker right now. Last night, Buffalo, New York, Highmark Stadium, press box.
All right, we've got the carved fruit, quinoa salad, strawberry goat cheese salad, ham and Swiss slider melts. Ooh, those turkey club croissants look good. And of course, the wings. I like celery.
Wow. My takeaway from that is I like celery as we bring in Ross Tucker from the Ross Tucker Football Podcast, CBS Sports Westwood 1. He worked the Bills and Jaguars last night. How you doing, friend? How was the food in Buffalo last night?
It was excellent. I mean, it was almost as impressive as their performance on the field. It was really good. I mean, you ever just look at a spread and it just looks good? Oh, yeah. You know, the fruit salad looked good. The strawberry goat cheese salad looked beautiful. But then the sandwiches, the pretzel bun, ham and cheese sliders, the turkey club croissant, the wings, of course, looked delicious. And I do like celery. I don't know who invented, that with wings you put celery. I'm a huge fan. Do you know celery has no calories? You're actually losing calories as you eat celery. So if you're going to have like something horrible for you, like wings, I like the balance. Yeah. It's kind of like if I'm drinking at the Waddling Dog, I'll go beer, water, beer, water, beer, water. Yeah. When I'm eating wings, it's like wing, celery stick, wing, celery stick. That's the way to go. Everything in moderation, Rick. Everything in moderation. It can't be all about junior hockey and the East Coast Hockey League. Everything in moderation.
I've been eating healthy for 5 years now, Ross. 5 years.
Mm-hmm. I'd imagine with that celery, there's some blue cheese as well. Blue cheese dip with the wings.
You know what's so
which
funny
is
about
excellent.
that?
Yeah.
Donnie, people, I got asked today, actually by my producer, on the Ross Tucker Football Podcast. He said, people have to know, blue cheese or ranch. You want to know the answer to that? I despise both.
Ooh.
In fact, I have a healthy dislike for almost anything white and creamy. So ranch, blue cheese, not a big mayo guy, sour cream, anything like that. Anything white and creamy. If I'm at a restaurant, it's hold, or else my wife would say, no, get it on the side. Get it on the side. Okay, no, I'll take it on the side. But I don't eat that stuff, and I'm glad I don't, because there's already plenty of flavor in the other aspect of what I'm eating, and those are just unnecessary, unwanted calories. So the answer is neither or neither. I don't know what you guys say in Vancouver.
Hey, listen, you told us last year that you're a pierogi fan.
Yeah.
Are you telling me that you have pierogies without sour cream? I think that's a sin, a crime.
Definitely have pierogies without sour cream. There's already so much butter on them, and inside is cheesy potato deliciousness. Why do you want to ruin it with sour? What is wrong with you people? Why do you want to ruin it with sour cream? The flavor is the combo of the cheese, the potato, the butter, the dough. It's already perfection, and you people with these terrible taste buds that need to dip everything in your life into sour cream or ranch or whatever. Gross. Grow up.
Hey, speaking of perfection, I'm having a hard time getting out of this conversation, but I'm going to try. Speaking of perfection, Bills last night.
The Seahawks are 3-0.
Okay, well, okay.
What do you think about them?
No. I was sticking with the game you worked last night. The Bills are 3-0, 47-10 over the Jags. Was that more about Jacksonville or more about Buffalo? There you go.
It was a combination of both. Although I got to tell you, I could tell right when the game started. I mean, after the first series, I looked at the play-by-play guy, John Sadak, and said, buckle up. Going to be a long night. And so people don't really look at it this way, or they might not realize this, but as a broadcaster, right, close games are amazing, and I would do close games for free or at least a discounted rate. You get paid for the blowouts. You get paid for the entire second half where it's not even a contest, and Mitchell Trubisky's in the game and Mac Jones, and you're just trying to keep it entertaining for whoever might still be listening because they're on a long drive or whatever. I cannot believe how badly the Jags no-showed that game last night. That was really stunning, really stunning to have them just be a total no-show. Lifeless right from the start of the game.
Ross, you mentioned the Seahawks are 3-0, but they've had an easy schedule, a Miami team without their star quarterback. Do they have to beat a good team for you to say, hey, these guys are good?
Well, so good question, Rick. I have them in the top 10 of the Ross Tucker Football Podcast Power Rankings. They have still won 3 NFL games. They've still beaten 3 NFL teams. But you're right. I mean, the quarterbacks they've gone against so far, Bo Nix in his first game, Jacoby Brissett, and that game went to OT, and then Skylar Thompson, who, how about the end of the first half when the guy just wouldn't throw the Hail Mary? I mean, he just wouldn't throw it. I think he decided, you know what? I'm not getting an interception. I'm not having that on my stat sheet. I'd rather just get destroyed from behind by this defensive lineman. They get an interception on my stat sheet. It was like 2 plays in a row. What is he doing? So anyway, they still are doing some positive things. I think most people aren't really believers, but that's what's so great about Monday night, right? They go into Detroit. Everybody believes in the Lions. So the Seahawks will get an opportunity to kind of show everybody they're for real.
What about Minnesota, 3-0? Their schedule hasn't been easy. Their defense only allowing 10 points per game, and quarterback Sam Darnold, he's been great. They drafted a quarterback who can't even play this year, 10th overall. Are they the surprise team for you right now?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, the 2 best teams in the NFL so far this year are the Vikings and the Bills. Vikings in the NFC, Bills in the AFC. They've both been extremely impressive and, in particular, dominant the last couple of weeks. I think the Bills, we could have seen that coming, although the Bills lost a lot of guys. There's a lot of people that thought this was a transition year. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, I don't think anybody saw this coming. I mean, they move on from Daniil Hunter on defense, Kirk Cousins on offense, to be playing this well. It's extremely impressive. I thought pretty confidently that the Vikings would be last in the NFC North, but they're first, and they're one of the best teams in the NFL so far this year.
What do the Commanders got in Jaden Daniels?
A star, an absolute star. And I cannot emphasize this enough, guys. And I'm sure hockey's the same way, because I remember what it was like when the Flyers got Lindros and when the Penguins got Sidney Crosby living here in central PA. You know, it just changes like the body language of an entire organization when you have a franchise quarterback. And he proved last night that's exactly what he is. And so now in every situation, the defensive coordinator can call things a little bit differently. The offensive coordinator, the players have faith and belief that they got a guy. That they got a guy that's a star at that position who can get it done for them. The Commanders are now going to be a very tough out for the rest of the year because they have belief, and that's an important thing in the NFL.
One more, Ross. Carson Steele of the Chiefs, undrafted rookie fullback, passes up his sister's wedding to make his NFL debut. What's your opinion of that?
Whoa. So first of all, I did at least one of his college games at Ball State. Love the guy. He was awesome at Ball State before he transferred to UCLA. I don't like the way you phrase that at all, Donnie.
What's wrong?
He didn't pass up his sister's wedding. His sister showed no faith in her brother. How do your brother
date.
starts at UCLA and is an NFL prospect, and you schedule your wedding for the fall
That's a good point.
on a Sunday during NFL season? He's starting for the Chiefs. You ever heard of him? Carson Steele's sister? I mean, selfish. It's unbelievable to me. No faith in her brother. Evidently, though, do you know September and October are the two biggest months for weddings? At least in the United States, probably Canada too, which is like blows my mind away that how inconsiderate people are to friends and family during football season. But here's what I know, okay? That means there's a lot of people who have anniversaries. And a lot of people like Rick Dollywall have no idea what to get their significant other for anniversaries. It's called myfrontpagestory.com. I've told you guys about it a dozen times. You have nice people out there. Love is important. Relationships are important. Show the people in your life how much you care about them by getting a professionally written story all about how amazing they are. It's myfrontpagestory.com. Look, holidays, Valentine's, Mother's Day, whatever, anniversary, birthday, something, sand, foam, something, Rick. Myfrontpagestory.com, myfrontpagestory.com.
Couldn't you just get them a bottle of ranch dressing? Wouldn't that be enough?
Absolutely not. You know,
Bingo.
I was texting with Rick's wife, and she said last year he got her a cup of coffee from Tim Hortons and tickets to the junior hockey game. That's what he got her for her anniversary.
Hey, by the way, she likes when you rip into me. I don't know why, but she does.
I'm sure she does. Everybody does.
I wouldn't go that far.
I get my emails, my Twitter at Ross Tucker NFL. You got to give it to Rick more. You got to give it to Rick more.
No.
Every once in a while, your mom will tweet in Rick and say, I think you're too hard on Ricky. I think you're too hard on Ricky. Hey, Mrs. Dollywall, suck it up, okay? He deserves it.
Hey, there are people that think you're too hard on me. There's a lot of them out here, Ross. A lot of them.
Yeah, you and your mom. Go cry.
Thanks, Ross. We'll talk to you next week.
See you, boys.
All right.